you don't talk so with you the advice based on what you want for see as women them for be active in terms of leadership other active role them in the parliament what you got advice and what you want for see.
Firstly, the committees them by the constitution by section 93 they are sessional committees, so my advice would be when we are looking at the next sessional committees, let's give women more parliamentary leadership sessional committees. Let's see how they can be supported by men, because even the women's national anthem, they are not saying they want to go to the top. They say side by side. They say they want to work with us side by side. We want to work with the men side by side. And if we want to do that side by side, we are expecting a situation wherein if a man is the chairman of the committee, let a female be deputy. There are over 30 committees in parliament, and if you even look at 10 in that format, 5 chairs, 5 deputies, then there are other committees that will be all male and female that will be members of the committees, so that they will begin play leading role.
Well, that's na Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte, and in na member of parliament for constituency 132 na Godrich. Of course, in na one member of parliament we don't talk about how woman member of parliament them for get space na parliament and of course do them work. Of course, in a member of the parliamentary female caucus, just imagine a man member of parliament be member of the parliamentary female caucus, or so in one green be member of the parliamentary female caucus. Well, I come now to my studio guest Johnny Paul Kuruma. You don't hear within different member them of woman member them of parliament don't talk, but the current setup na parliament and waiting and think and waiting them want for see happen. Let me start first from waiting the woman member them of parliament talk, but the current setup na parliament. Waiting you take different woman them waiting and talk. Waiting you take towards that.
Well, from the statements made by the woman, them one we can contradict waiting incompetent belief and waiting they try for fight towards. He absolutely commend the government, he commend the current parliament, say they do very well, and they are evenly distributed to the places who side them want for make them position themselves. That is it the Honorable Emilia Lulu, is it Tonge? Yes, Honorable Tonge. In we in company they say they want some more. He say, well, we are satisfied as it is. Well, generally speaking, Abdullah, the life we live na a battle for hegemony. Now we get now, and anybody who sits relaxed, feel say well satisfied, then you are there. Everything somebody wants na life, you get for fet for them. Now that's how they begin with this morning, and then I camp na deeper to waiting the woman that they try for fet to for achieve. They want equality. They want at least a share of 50%. But right from the biblical days, right from the onset, this battle don't be done day. If I mean I don't know about Quran, but I know say always and say woman and for the BN na the Quran, which means they not approve of leadership, and I mean for women them. And then in the biblical days, in the days of the Corinthians, and so we say Paul advised the woman and for they behind. Therefore, ask their husbands anything they want for no, meaning you're not supposed to hold a leadership role. And but now we live in a social world. And the social world, we say everybody get right for live, everybody get the equal right for lay it gets anything we want for get. That is, we even see I'm reflective in the religious aspect, apart from the Muslim and some sect of Christianity. But we see a woman in the lead churches now, and they lead some other things. Coming to the House of Parliament, which is a representative, I mean the House of Representative, even those in the church, they're not just relax, say, I want to be a leader, but fight for that. It work towards getting it. I mean, let the woman and say fed towards them. And on the area of Honorable Tower, from the Lumley angle, I know under whose angle they look at, him being a member of the female caucus, obviously he get for think like a woman. He get for act like a woman. And he get for represent the woman them fully. So, the angle at which in they look at the point they say, the representation is not still up to the 30% where the woman the glamour for. Yes, he is right. But the question is, would that then are the majority in the country? Man or woman? Would that then plenty person campaign? Is it not the women? So that's not they come just easily. And it go interesting for no say if they put a female aspirant, then put a male aspirant, majority of the women then go want for vote in for that man other than the woman. Why? Because then seem to understand themselves. So you woman fight towards what you want to achieve. Don't wait until it is freely given to you. The woman get for the extra miles. They say we will spread them. It means say one person go in all the 30 committees. If the one for let the number be even, it means say go in all the 30 committees. It go in some of the other areas we do not to committees, then will be represented in other areas, and then get, mind you, then get their own family for take care of. So if now you don't go in 30 committees, maybe committee one get for meets all the 30 committees. So in this, at this point, if you go overload them, it should come with responsibilities. It means say within that period, he might not think straight. It might not. She might not act straight. She might not think straight. She might not do things the way everybody wants them for do them. And sometimes it can override certain decisions. We really understand. I don't work with women organizations. I don't work with organizations that are led by women, and I know waiting at its right for say exactly. All right. Then collect for say Namide before. So let me act this way. I like woman leadership, especially when you meet them in a very good mood. They're always keen for results. And because they're keen for results, they always like for override certain things. What you want for slow down, with which you want for achieve, it override. That is very much obvious. And they talk out of experience in this case.
The position them way woman them in a parliament right now, the leadership, of course, from the committee side we come to the leadership, the highest na deputy whip. They all na deputy whip them, all the women them way show up, be part of the leadership. You think say that setup the okay for them? What now you take towards that?
Now, the current setup, like if we come into electionary thing, like we already talk, they always tell you say the majority and they give opportunity to know so within the majority and they carry, because we live now in a democratic world, and we look at the number of representative in parliament of women representation in parliament, then can say let we go into election for select who for be the leader. Waiting for happen, and in parliament everything that happens in parliament is democratic. Not so. Even when it comes to decision making, they say the ayes and the nays. Either the ayes have it or the nays have it. Not so. So it means democracy starts right at the House of Parliament. Now, coming to the demands of women, say they want to be leaders. When the table are now into, into the final decision, say let we voting for Udaga for be the leader. You get only 2 women in the committee, and then you get up to 10 men in the committee. Uda them, if the man they favor the then company man, Uda feels like for winner. That may cannot be go to that point. They are just say let them then within a certain committees, no matter the backbench where you hold in that committee, work very hard and for make them hear you, make them see you. So when you come to that day, you go able for influence more women for kind of parliament. It means one if young one and they way perhaps for now they not get interested in politics, because nothing not the way they move them for make them get interested in politics. Let them begin see woman and they do something, and let them say me I want her like this woman.
Okay.
Yeah. Let you be a kind of a hidden mentor. So then one and day, then the one for town like you, then say will come at the parliament, and by then it will get more representation of women.
Okay.
So if it come in terms of electionary thing in parliament, then it's obvious that I will get votes.
Continue for the with me inside the program, and name na Johnny Paul Kuruma, and in a regular parliamentary analyst and commentator. Of course, we don't tell you what you think, but the issue of women member of parliament representation na parliament, and how then they play active role for push issues them we get for do with them and woman them na the country. The program you listen to na Insai Parliament, and it come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM and online on www.radiodemocracy.sl with support from Mosiwa and powered by Africell. You say most of the get from our Facebook page, Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Well, the leadership, of course, I've been same way so try forget so the president for the female parliamentary caucus, when Honorable Veronica Kadisise, we talk about what you think about the current setup na parliament and the role way women MP them don't they play among the plenty man them within the Salon Parliament, and that this it gets for say.
Mina Honorable Veronica Kadisise of constituency 094 na the Moyamba district, we comprise of Kagboro and Bumpe chiefdoms. Mina the president for the female caucus na parliament and me na the longest serving MP at Parliament. Yes, I been done there in Parliament for the past years. We be the struggle for let the caucus thing up. One, political interference, personality conflicts, and the likes. But where God know the leader and where I don't count it as a leader, we not get party against self. We don't cut across, at the cut across. All way till they talk now about woman business. We no one know whether it be APC, SLPP, PMDC or whatever. We they talk for woman there. Any side where woman cry, we're ready for the day.
So let me talk specifically the issues of women. You say before now there were some issues, personality conflict of politics and all way make woman issues not be done they go before. How you don't able as the president for the female caucus for streamline all entities so and put women them together from different political party them for able do work with them for the work na the constituency them represent women them na the whole country and all the other thing in there.
First of all, not only the woman them, even the entire parliament. Yes, they take me as their mama, and because I dey listen to them voice, I dey listen to waiting and they talk. Me na unifier any side way they get problem. They all they pack na me room, na me office. Then they go meet me and tell me them problems. Not to say we are enemies. We all na one country, one people. And being that me na the longest serving MP, I don't see the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if I say I dey put all them things in there, I no will talk to anybody. So first of all, I put everything behind me back and forge ahead.
We bring me to the next question. Female parliamentarians them on 18 year. Representation now one. How you assess the way how the woman member them of parliament get access for able for do work, for able for let them include them at different committee them, for let them get responsibility them, let them self work just like the man them, not so just for let them take the back seat. How you don't they work for see this happen?
First of all, we can a parliament a lobby. You get for lobby anything. I lobby the leadership. You get for talk. I tell them say, look, we small. We get for them at the leadership. We get for them at the committees. And as Phil say, all the committees are woman them did. We get chairs there when are woman them. Woman them we get fisheries, woman when a chair, we get deputies, you know. Then a small. First time pass you go begin the put say we na go they don't and that they know they count yourself. But right now, woman they tinap yanda for talk. And July 3rd, na they be call me say can go act as speaker. Then they no ever be. Then go call Tinab de and Adwam.
You talk about chair of committee them, we get different committee them, we get 18 women them, we get different committee them. You just highlight one way woman the chair, other one them only that deputy or woman will just be member of them committee then they one go ask the question say even though we not boku, but still we are not still seated for take leadership position as people expect. We need for do more. You agree to that?
No, small. You know, we not for show them say we try we want power at all costs or we can't begin the bulldoze. No, na small. Then boku pass we 146 we na 18. Whose voice you go pull there? Even if me one grain, then we say okay you won. But I always advocate for me company there. Yes, other committee then they way you get social welfare, you get mines, you get other committee then way then they are not able for think all, but they are well grounded now the other committees there, and even the international committee are there na ECOWAS. Other woman they put other woman at the other committee na EU, then the other committees and the internal committees then they where they put woman then they. So I think by the time we go come back. You know, say we don't get enough women there.
We not get any challenge as female parliamentarians in a parliament right now?
Yes, we get small challenge. That's sometimes they grab for talk. Women they grab for talk. You know the undertones. Some they shy, but they put down they don't because they get workshops there. They go and they train we like action aid and be get one leadership training. Where we go there, then show we EU self bring leadership for move emotion. How you for grab for talk. Waiting you for understand the legislation. Waiting you for talk. How you mingle with the company them. How you go talk who side man then they. You know, this some then na the first thing that's where they can have parliament. Some then are business people, then some then have been teacher there. So where you can na this kind of place they are not the well. It's not easy for Tinab they talk.
So what do you hope for seeing the next parliament in terms of woman representation them and your message to political party them and the leadership of parliament?
Well, to the other political parties, we want for them this 30% what they talk. Of course, the SLPP party gets gender policy. We want for let them enforce some because the same way award of symbol they pass woman they struggle. But we they try, we get for fan way, we get for bio them. Let them give we safe seat. Let them see and reason. And we they talk about this affirmative action. We they work on it. by God in power, the next time when they come, will they see more changes? Will they see more women there for Canada's parliament?
All right, that's now Honorable Veronica Kadisise, and in the president for the parliamentary female caucus, and he will end that interview with me as he will talk about what he think say now the current status of women them and the current setup na parliament. We talk about woman representation and how woman MP them they do them work na the saloon parliament. I come to you, Johnny Paul Koroma. What do you think about the points them where the president for the female parliamentary caucus don't talk? Of course, he get experience, 17 years na parliament. What do you what now you take to within now in points them where he talk?
In the first place, I can re-echo the points we earlier mentioned. Well, perhaps me use a broad term, say you get for work hard for them, and I use a technical term, say you get for lobby. Now lobby in Indian parliament and all that has to do with government business, you get for lobby for let you push your case forward. That you happen to use. I don't know the method at which they use for lobby, but it should say nothing goes freely. Hard work brings achievement to within you want for reach at any time. And again, I want to make the woman they no say, and the House of Parliament, I want to make them very much be careful that they no award positions to people who not deserve them. They want to be careful that they no give position to people who not deserve them. They want to make sure so they give them out of very critical analysis. They don't say this person deserve them, despite not plenty, but he deserve for handle this position, able for controller. And from within the leader, just they mentioned, so the leader for the female caucus. I remember I've been there in the parliament as a reporter where they begin fight, forget this female caucus. They won't forget a caucus for foreign parliamentarians, or foreign caucus within the parliament, all then and them be the lobby for that. And Honorable Veronica can be one of the strong one they will be behind that. You understand? And from within the leader just say, most of them when it comes to presentation in parliament, they can shame. The natural look of the African woman, they always tell on them, say, woman for the behind, and women then the moment it's up for talk, it is obvious when it's up for talk, you talk the rubbish, and get for knock table by you. Na parliament, not so. Some woman now when they beat that table so, it don't go off. So you get for get used to them. You get for get used to them, say, you let them do this, you know they intimidate me, you know they put me off. I still they stand, I still go there I still they continue with waiting at the do, I still they continue with me talk, you know they put me off track. So until you're able to get control over this one, it should say you're able to push now, or you're able to knock now some doors. Some even who ask for open, you go push them hard, that the doors go be open and they go begin to say, this person fit for represent we at all angles. This person can tin up even outside man they no day, even though in a woman, it can represent the voice of, because no so now wait are they say right now. I might not say the truth, but waiting me they see now from the period where I begin reporting at parliament to date, as I see woman the more they push them cases than any other issue in parliament. So until the day when I begin forget but to say first and begin push national issue till we get for do with national interest other than just woman their interest, and they begin to see say yes the woman they will get in a parliament that mature woman them. Okay. They not just they talk about them 50-50 or 30-70. Then they talk about something we get for do with the nation generally. Continue for the with me inside the program now Insai Parliament, and they come to you from the society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, and maybe they bring them to you a name Abdullah Blah. Be part of the program. Send text message to the number 077-981-981 or go on our Facebook page Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, or you can also view the program na YouTube Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Of course, we medium they go every day, and just for make you get we and get the right information where we they bring come from this station. We they push the program go before. Of course, leadership na the Salon Parliament gets great role for play for make woman MP themselves be part of decision making and make the equation balance small in terms of woman and man MP them leadership role in the Salon Parliament. We make been engage the leader of government business at the Salon Parliament, Honorable Sidi Mohammed Tunis. But waiting he think about the current setup at the Salon Parliament and waiting he don't do or plan for do for solve this problem.
Woman the leader, the woman in the chair committees them. In fact, the most important international committee when IPU, Interparliamentary Union, now woman they head them. a woman agree for head. So that it clearly tell you say we they take the woman issue very, very seriously.
Apart from that, the also one again, of course, the other sessional committees them we get for do with national issues them of concern.
If you look at committee of fisheries, na woman did it. You look at trade, na woman did it. You know, so woman around the committees them. You see?
You just name two, we get over 20
because I'm not getting the committee list on me. I should say if I look at that committee list right now, I will begin to tell you say, this chairperson na woman, the chairperson or the deputy na woman. But and then to the normal kind of me hit quick. You see? Even the deputy chair na health na woman. You see?
So what's the parliament commitment for continue for empower women for make sure say the parliament more gender sensitive and give women them in of course the opportunity for excel and represent in national issue as well as international.
There's a female caucus in parliament, and this female caucus would they continue for support them. We don't give them office already, and I can assure you say would they try very, very hard for make sure say every time there is an overseas trip would they give them consideration. Typical example I can give you, the first trip PGABT, the first one ever under this parliament here, na Tanzania they take place. Na woman are nominated, Honorable Catherine Zainab Trawali of APC. Na APC woman are nominated for Gode. You see, so that they tell you say they take woman and business very, very seriously.
Of course, the hierarchy of parliament, speaker, deputy speaker, leader of government, business, and all. We not see women them they so strong. The only position we they get are either deputy whip or so. Why this?
In our party, one of the most important positions in our party leadership in parliament here, na the liaison officer, the person with the liaise between parliament and the party office and by extension the public. That person in a woman we put them. Honorable Veronica Sise, the liaison person. So the woman and they every side, they're always there.
Well, that's na the leader of government business, na the Salon Parliament, Honorable Sidi Muhammad Tunis. We tell we what you think about the current setup of woman member them of Parliament, na the Salon Parliament, and waiting a don't do or plan for do for make sure say woman member them of Parliament get space for do their representation and talk and be part of different committee them as the company man member of parliament them. Well, the program is still listening to now Inside Parliament. They come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM and a Freetong and Makenia come to you, Johnny Paul Kuruma. What do you think about the leader of government business on side of this debate?
It's quite clear. It's quite clear. Say they don't do their own they don't do all what they're supposed to do for empower woman, for make woman voice be heard, for let the yagi but woman them anything they get for say by so doing, then put woman them in certain positions and in very important committees, then put them either as second place or then get some of the way them put in the first place. And make them categorically clear say they're not plenty, no go before put you not go before name all the names but you know say they're in certain places. And by exposing them to some of those areas, say, then get international meetings and put someone and it means when you go abroad, even out of the country, you're able to express yourself in a way we didn't say woman representation in the House of Sierra Leone Parliament is very much necessary. And you will go make yourself we go express yourself to certain way we go before influence other people and for come in. It means they don't occupy a very good place. When it comes, even at at the opposition, demand them. We perhaps when they see as opposition, and then they begin put na up. Now then they begin vote na in. Say this person is fit for leading at this position. But for goodness sake, Abdullah come over this one again. You know, go say because he wants woman or he wants man for be represented in social position, even though the person not competent, he force him for go in that position. At the end of the day, would have go expose. Now the entire parliament and go see parliament. The House of Parliament. The Sierra Leone House of Parliament. You know gets competent people because out of the best, now you send one person, isn't it? Out of the best in the committee, out of the best in the parliament, they select, okay, we want to let this person go represent we. Now, if you are absolutely confident that anyone amongst we can represent we, it means say we are 100% okay, we all within IASO. If we send one person for we represent we, then it go happen and say this person can do the very best, then we all get the praise. So that is why the leadership of Parliament always wants to be very much careful of who that they select for represent them in the committees, who that they select for represent them in other places, especially the leadership.
Okay, so we don't get time again inside the studio. What do you think say for be the way forward in terms of one, the leadership of Parliament for wouldn't say mainstream gender, for give women them the space for do them work, and of course the woman then safe, woman member them of Parliament then safe, the way out them for step up then game as you don't they say, as you don't the reco for make sure say then safe catch the eye or able occupy prominent position them. In just less than 1 minute, what in could be your overall take towards the point?
Let's begin from the woman first. Again, woman them within a world of hegemonic battle, wherein anything they want for achieve, you fight for them, you work hard for achieve them, and that will make it come your way. And so you will don't get the opportunity for then at the House of Parliament, the House of Representatives. Work very hard. Don't wait until man them come and give you waiting you want. Work very hard for get waiting you want. And to the to the leadership of the Parliament, always try for give opportunity to women them. Give equal opportunities. Let me just not say to woman. Give equal opportunities. Not say because woman are the feds for this law, just say now woman, the woman them. No. Give equal opportunities to man as well as the woman them. So we will get a better parliament.
Thank you very much. In name na Johnny Paul Kuruma, and I'm a regular parliamentary analyst and commentator. And he be done there so this morning for talk on different issues then we come up on the topic. How woman member them of parliament be represented in a parliament and how themselves get the space for do different things them as then comping man member them of parliament save the na parliament. Well, the program don't be inside parliament. It comes to you from the society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM na Freetown and Makeni and online www.radiodemocracy.sl with support from Musiwa and powered by Africell. You say Musu get we na Facebook Radio Democracy 98.1 FM and you say Musu been get we na YouTube Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Musa you don't view the program live. Well, now this edition of the program inside Parliament will tap for today. Plenty thank you to my studio technician DJ Freaky and to you Moses Kavura, the head of the Facebook, of course the head of IT. Now we don't give me technical support for make you see in a different channel them where we done the broadcast live from. We will bring this edition of the program to you and him Abdullah Blah. We same so produce this program here. So till next Saturday, we another fresh edition of Inside Parliament will come back to you for today. I go say tata and get yourself a wonderful weekend.